Whether you love them or hate them, feet are a very common fetish, and many people have been asking me for a video on this topic. So this is for you, for anybody curious, interested, or widely keen on all things feet. So if you'd like to find out all there is to know about foot fetish, keep watching. My name is Helena Nista and I make videos that help you have the best sex of your life. And in this video, I'm going to answer all the questions you might have about foot fetish. The world of fetishes still holds many secrets, many unknowns, and even some surprises. Despite all the research, there is still a lot we don't know about fetishes and why people have them. But what we do know is that they are a normal and common part of many people's sex lives. And foot fetish is one of the more common ones that my clients ask me about. So let's start with the basics. What actually is it and what is it about? Foot fetish is a sexual interest in feet, and it's officially known as podophilia. The word fetish itself means that a particular object causes sexual arousal in someone. And what that means practically here is that a person is turned on by feet. There is quite a lot of variety here, and it can be about feet in general, or more specifically about toes, ankles, or any other part of the foot. Some people want to just look at them. Others desire to touch them. Many people enjoy painted toenails, foot jewelry, or feet in particular footwear like sandals or high heels, or even socks and stockings. Others don't care so much for carefully pedicured feet and prefer them more odorous. So, how common is foot fetish? According to studies, feet are the most commonly fetishized body part. And while it's impossible to tell how many people are into it, it is a fairly common fetish indeed. So why do some people develop a sexual appetite for feet? The short answer is we're still not sure. As it is the case with any fetish, there isn't just one path to developing them. It seems that many different things can play part here, and many of the fetishes are developed during childhood. The most common explanation for developing a fetish is having an experience where feet are somehow linked to a highly arousing experience. For example, when a partner pleasures your genitals with their feet, and that leads to a state of high arousal and pleasure. These two things, feet and arousal, can become neurologically linked together, leading to a foot fetish. Another explanation is that genital arousal is processed in the part of the brain that is right next to the part responsible for dealing with sensations from feet. Another interesting theory that I once heard was that when a baby's mother is quite busy, the child can develop a strong yearning for her. So if the baby or toddler is often playing on the floor and they can see mother's feet rushing around or rushing away, the feet can become the symbol for the yearning. And if she wears high heels, then later in life that child can develop a fetish for feet in high heels. The appeal of feet can also be in the humiliation aspect of it. To be at one's feet is considered disempowering or even submissive. So this fetish can develop from a desire to play with domination and submission with a partner. But there can also be countless other ways to develop a foot fetish. So how exactly do people play with feet when they have a foot fetish? Well, again, there's a lot of variety here and many options to play with. Pedicures, giving your partner's feet a treatment, or even painting their toenails. Foot massages. Feet are typically very sensitive, so caressing, stroking, or even tickling them can be a great way to play. Foot photos. Taking and sending photos of your feet to your lover is a fun option to try. Shoe play. Some people like to play with their partner's shoes. They like to hold them, kiss them, or lick them. Toe sucking. Anything from very gentle kisses and smelling the feet all the way to intense licking and sucking. Genital rubbing. Feet can be used to stimulate the genital area. Toes can be even used for penetration, but they're not as long or easy to navigate as fingers, so keep that in mind. Trampling, which means walking on top of your partner's body. And finally, foot worship, so adoring, bathing and caressing your partner's feet. Or even just being a human footrest and allowing your partner's feet to rest on top of your body. If you're into feet and you haven't discussed it with your partner yet, it might be time to do it. There are a few things to keep in mind here. First of all, there is a big chance that they're not into it, which is okay. Any preferences and desires in a relationship should be discussed with respect and consideration for feelings of both people involved. You also need to keep in mind that they might have a lot of questions here, since this might be a very new concept to them. Do your best to talk about what you like, why you like it, and how exactly you'd like to incorporate food play into your relationship. The unknown can be scary, so do your best to put their mind at ease by being specific about what you'd like. You might also need to do a bit of negotiation here, unless they're open enough to this idea to be willing to try anything with you. But as is the case with any sexual play, nothing should ever happen without an explicit and enthusiastic consent of both partners. Also, be prepared to be patient. Your partner might need time to process things and to think things through before any action is taken. But what if you're not into feet and your partner is? Please remember that there's nothing wrong, inappropriate, or shameful about having a foot fetish. And while you don't ever have to do anything that you don't want to do, it can be helpful to be open-minded. Many people can experience a mental barrier against anything that is not considered common or normal by them. But this kind of mindset can be limiting you and what is possible for you and your partner in the bedroom. So make sure to hear your partner out and be respectful towards their feelings and preferences. Also, remember that it's okay to start slow. If you're not into full-on foot worship, you might be okay with your partner giving you a foot massage or a pedicure. Be loving, considerate, and kind, and that will really pay off. Please let me know in the comments below if you've ever been with a partner with a foot fetish, or maybe you're the one into feet. Please give this video a like to show your love and support for all the work that I do. Also, check out my book, Legendary Lover, and my free online course, Tantra for Beginners. And if you'd like to buy me a coffee, please make sure to visit my Patreon page. All the links are provided in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this was helpful and that you got valuable information from this video. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you next week.